How many of you have given up on your career? I just wanted to understand. Given up on your career, even though you are here in this room. How many of you are angry at your career right now? Just type in, just put in angry if you are angry about it. Okay, show me your anger. Let me understand if you are angry. Okay. How many of you are frustrated with your career? How can you be all three? Frustrated, angry, disappointed, and then say given up. Okay. All three cannot happen, right? Now, if that is the case, you need to understand that the moment of frustration, disappointment, anger, and everything. Okay. How many of you realize that at that moment you give up on your ownership? Do you all agree with that? You give up your ownership. Actually, you don't own your career in that case, right? You don't own your leadership. You don't own your life, and you say, okay, मेरी दुनिया मेरी महफिल, yeah, मेरे काम की नहीं है. So that's where you go into. But unfortunately, that's not the case. It's your life, right? So then you need to ask yourself that, are you maintaining the world-class standard? Do the leaders at the top, do they get frustrated, disappointed, angered? Yes, no? Do they actually get into that mode as well, like you are? Yeah? Then why they are still there, if that is the case? Yeah? Because they have something called the emotional intelligence, isn't it? They are always chasing the growth and they say that this is not an issue right now. The issue is different. And that's what they actually come up with. They find out, they check the bigger picture, they get into the excellence mode, and they say, this is a setback which I'll be taking as a learning and I'll moving forward. That's what they do. And you can do as well, provided that you develop that EQ for yourself. Okay. Then comes the thought leadership with influence. How many of you realize that there is a much more to your job or a promotion than just making a CV, applying for the role, interview, and a negotiation? Do you all agree with that? Yeah. There is much more than just applying for the job and this. Let me tell you, the job application and getting a job is the easiest path so far. Okay? Because everybody knows. Today I have posted on the LinkedIn, there are 5 ways you can actually grow your career. That is only 5 ways. Yeah? You have a clarity about your next role, you prepare your profile, your CV, you apply for the job, you go to the interview, apply for the negotiation aspect, and done. That's it. Easiest process so far. Okay? Then why so many of you don't make it? So many of you don't make it is because of the lack of influence that we are not building along with this. We are not building the thought leadership. We are not building the influence for ourselves. And that is what is missing right now. And at the mid-career, if you're not building at a higher level, you'll have to do the double work for that. Because at a higher level, it is not expected that you don't have any influence in the marketplace. Okay? That is not expected out of you. Number 6, that is human impact at scale. None of you are here because you want to be just like your boss. Do you all agree with that? None of you are here because you want to be the bosses, like your current bosses, maybe, right? Because every one of you have an understanding that I want to be a better boss than my current boss. Do you all agree with that? Every one of you have an understanding that I want to be a better boss than my current boss. Yeah. But it never happens. Do you know why? Why it doesn't happen? Because you do not have that environment around you. And your purpose is not that. Your purpose is just to get your promotion. Just to get your promotion. Just to get your salary. That means you're lacking something. Yeah. And you're lacking that human impact as such. And that human impact makes a lot of difference. Okay. If you're working with 2 people team, 20 people team, 200 people team, 2000 people team, every stage you need to understand how my decisions are making an impact on others. How many of you understand this? How my decisions are making an impact on others. And if you do not know how your decisions are making impact on others, then you have lost it. You have lost it. And that's what happens with a lot of you. Okay. Now, what are the actions that you can take in how much you're complacent about your current situation? Yeah. If you're complacent, you don't need any growth. You just want to continue with whatever it is coming your way. And those people never go and reach to the top level anyway. Top people are hungry. Do you all agree with that? They're very hungry. They feel like I need to get this and I need to get it now. This is what it is. That is hunger. Okay. So they're not waiting for things to happen. They make things happen. Number 2 is it's called the learned helplessness. What does it mean? Become a big elephant who says that I can't do it. How many of you are becoming an elephant? Just type in E in the comment box. If you have become an elephant for your career, and for your life. Yeah. You say, I can't do it. I have more experience, 15, 20, 30 years of experience, knowledgeable, and so on and so forth. But I can't do it. That's called the bigger elephant. Elephant who cannot do the things, has all the potential, all the strength, but they say, I can't do it. The third and the most critical aspect is called the least resistance path. How many of you are following the least resistance? घर पे शांति से बैठना है राकेश, जॉब आएगा 100% का, मैं करूंगा. And you don't want to go through the skill upgrade, you don't want to go to the strategy update, you don't want to build your influence, you don't want to actually work on your negotiation persuasion, you don't want to actually work on your mindset, and you're waiting. Okay, this is called the least resistant path. That means you don't want to do any hard work. आएगा तो आएगा, नहीं आएगा तो नहीं आएगा. Yeah, that's when we actually give the upgrade opportunity for people, and those who ignore, they only suffer, they don't move to the next level, and they know it. Because something is missing is not going to change automatically. You have to put in some work over there, right? Without putting the work anyway, nothing going to change. So the question is whether you are ready for that or not. That's why lifelong learning with the next level skill strategy and the influence are required.